Welcome to the show today, fellas. Last night I put up a video that's kind of sweeping the net. This guy made a video begging his ex-girlfriend to take him back. And I wanted to comment a little bit further on that video because I found it very disturbing. I mean, the guy is borderline psychopath now, but I could tell by the way he put the dagger in the macho guy's heart, or actually in his rib cage, had blood coming out. So that's someone who's fantasizing, and what I don't want him to do is start acting out on those fantasies. Now, that would be a bad mistake. One thing that you find when you start dealing with guys in this community is that there's a lot of guys who lack balls. And that's the main thing that fucks up your game, fellas, is when you start lacking balls, when you start doing stuff like that, begging girls and hoping that they'll come back to you and things like that, you'll find that cop pulled to the side of the road. Okay, bring the camera back up. When you get to the point where you start begging and crying, you've lost it. You've lost your respect. You've lost your nuts. You've lost everything. She cannot respect you or trust you to protect her or even provide for her, because a weak man will fold at everything. And that's what you display to her is weakness. Weakness. As I said, when women break up with a guy, they done thought about it 1,001 times. Because women, they always think about the relationship. They always get involved in the relationship and think about it. They're always, every day they're thinking about the relationship. Whether it's the right one, whether she should leave, whether you love her enough. All different angles of that relationship she's thinking about. And they don't forget. I see an Indian guy with that vitiligo disease. Never seen that before. I only seen it on black folks, but interesting. He's one of the darker Indians. Well, it goes to show you where the gene pool really comes from. I realize other people get the disease also, fellas, but it really strikes the black community very hardly. Michael Jackson apparently claims he had it, along with lupus. But let me get back on point. It's kind of sad to see men, after they've been dumped, they don't even know what they did. And more than likely, it's because you lack balls in the relationship. Look at the next woman that she's with. She's happy bowing to him, sucking his dick, doing whatever he wants. That makes her happy because the next guy is more likely a real man. And women, they will do for a real man what they won't do for a weak man. So, because a real man will turn them on sexually. And whatever perversion she's got in her head, that stuff will come out in the presence of a real man. Weak men, they can't trust you. Because you might freak out at her perverted thoughts. She can't trust you at all. Especially if you're the type that puts her on that woman pedestal. She's got to be a certain way. She's a girl. She can't think that. Girls don't take dumps. They go potty. Yeah. Right. So if you're that type of guy that have women on a women pedestal, she can't trust you to let down and burp in front of you or whatever. I'm not saying that you want women to, emit gases in your presence, but that's just how bad some of you guys are. Your women can't relax around you, and they eventually get tired of it. You notice with the bad boys, they get to have fun. With you guys who are like that, they can't have fun. So eventually she's going to get tired of it. Some women who have a strong survival instinct will actually end up marrying these weaker men because they're pressured to get married by a certain age, and if they're not married, as I said before, their parents look at them sideways. What's wrong with you? Can't catch a man. And next point is that stronger males are harder to land. Weak males, they want to get married. They want to get married within, first meeting of a girl. In watching this show, Dating in the Dark, it really exposed a lot of weakness in males to me that I had no idea was there. These grown-ass men trying to have sex with kids, 12 to 14-year-old little kids, male and females. And I started thinking about, why would they want to do something like that? And I realized in studying these guys, they were weaker males. And having sex with a kid makes them feel like a big man. They get to be the big man for a day while they fuck up a child's life. Just so they can feel like a big man. Have control and be dominant. Instead of finding a woman their own age and learning to be dominant, they take advantage of these kids. So basically, it's a weakness in men. And women are tired of the weakness. They're getting fed up with the weak males out there, the softness, the pussiness, the man purse carriers. They're getting fed up. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but they're at their root's end. And they're running to bad boys now, more than ever before. They're going out with all the jerks, as you guys would call them, which was guys like me. And like I said on my site, I've been called an asshole by women so many times I thought it was my middle name. My middle name is Alan, but that ace, I think it stood for asshole. And that's because I refused to bow to their criterias, to their needs, to their wanting me to settle down, to be controlled, basically. And they love men like that, the ones that can't be controlled. You nice guys, they can control you. You're not a challenge to them. Guys like the one who made that video. I saw a scrawny ass at the end of the video. And the scary thing is, he's the type that would get a gun and shoot the big guy instead of making himself a big guy and then ruin his life. All because he can't handle his emotions. He's got the emotional range of a baby. Males, we got to do something about that. That's just got to change on the planet. We got to start maturing our emotions and learn to handle emotions. We're not trained as kids to handle emotions. That's why so many of us get all fucked up in emotional situations. Don't know how to handle it. Women, they get a full-blown education in emotions because they're emotional creatures. We're supposed to be hard and stoic and like warriors and all that. Except then that was my generation. Now your generation, you guys are trained to be pussies. It's fucked up what they're doing in the American Army right now. Guys can say, he's yelling at me too hard, when the drill sergeants yell at them. The fuck is that? The Army's supposed to turn guys into warriors and men. And now they're letting gays and pussy men in there? See, that's one example of what's happened. Why we have so many weak males on the planet. If you go back in time and look at the news reports, you just see men going off killing the wife, and unless they caught her in bed with somebody. But you see them, getting broken, girl breaking up with a guy and the guy goes out, kills her, kills himself, as often as you see it today. So the weakness is already in us as men, in mankind. And if you fellas think that it's going to change anytime soon, you better think again. It's not. It's only going to get worse. And the fella that put up that video, that's a small sign of what's already there. Bubbling up, getting ready to come. Think of how worse it's going to get if we don't do something about the lack of balls in men on the planet. It's only going to get worse, fellas. Welcome to the show today, fellas. Leaving my bat cave to go work out. I want to talk about feelings today. How do your women feel around you? I just did a show for my site. I was watching that Hot Alpha Females video because I posted a couple of her videos as today's lesson, and then I did a 30-minute show. So I'm going to do a brief show for you guys also. When I talk about feelings, I'm talking about how do women feel when they're around you. If you give off a creepy vibe or a needy vibe, you end up in friend zone. Okay, that's not attractive. Women, that doesn't attract women to you. But those of you guys who even have women, how do your women feel being around you? Are you fun to be around, or do you put her on that woman pedestal? Is she a dime and she got to be on that dime pedestal, that 10 pedestal? She can't relax and be just a normal human being around you? If so, you're not doing her any justice, and you're not doing yourself any justice. As I talked about, I learned to let women come off their pedestals of hotness and just be normal human beings around me and have fun. So I learned to develop the feeling of fun to be around. And that was my main selling point. That's why, I like to flip lips and do, silly shit. Because that's actually my personality. I'm not some serious, hard, fake pimp thing. My thing is I like to have fun. I like to laugh. I like to joke around. I like for things to be relaxed and cool. When it's time to get serious, then it's time to get serious. But for the most part, I sell fun. And in my game, that's what I learned that worked the best for women, is sell the fun. Because women want to have fun. Just like that old song, girls just want to have fun. It's very true. They just want to have fun. They don't want you tripping on them, stressing over them, thinking about them all day, worrying if they're talking to other guys and tripping out and weirding out and creeping out. They don't want all that nonsense. Be cool, be relaxed, be fun to be around. Don't put them up on that she's a woman pedestal. Learn to have fun with them. Okay, now I'm getting on the freeway. So I'm talking about how do your women feel around you? Okay, if you don't have women, how do you feel, or how do they feel when you're around in a group or when you're just around general? Are you creeping women out? Are you one of those quiet, intense people? That's a turnoff, by the way. The majority of women don't like them quiet, intense motherfuckers because they don't know what you're thinking. So you guys who revel in your quietness and being intelligent and intense, it's no wonder you're alone. And you'll probably stay alone until you learn to get smarter. Because it's stupid. It really is. Like the fella that, he's an atheist and, he said some stupid comments to his girl. Because she was religious. And those kind of relationships, like to him, they're not going to work. Someone who's devoutly religious cannot be forever an atheist. Because you're going to want to get married, and marriage means a church, and atheists don't believe in that shit. So, but the ego of the fella is what I want to talk about. Guys who have them big egos, you're no fun to be around. Let your ego go, learn to relax, learn to chill out. Learn to laugh and learn to have fun. You'll find you'll enjoy it more, and she'll enjoy it more. She'll stick to you more. A lot of the guys that, the pickup artists that still learn to become, I always talk about, they didn't learn to relax either. They stay nervous. That fear of her cheating and their neediness and insecurity, that shit pops out. So they feel yucky to be around to women. A nervous, insecure motherfucker is no fun to be around. A guy who's always thinking they're cheating or wondering what they're doing, got to call a girl 5 times a day or even twice a day, that's no fun to be around for a chick. Let the woman breathe. Let her take a fucking breath without you sniffing the air. See if some other guys have been around the air, So many guys lack balls, basically. I always come back to that same equation. Lack balls. You're not men. So that's what I'm here to do. Help you guys become better men. Until next time, fellas. Fellas, getting pussy is so easy. It's so fucking easy. I just drove by a female and I gave her the look and she returned the look. Now, if I was in the market, all I would have to do is stop the car. And I've done that before. I've done it, yelling across on the freeway, doing the phone number thing and shit like that. And I've turned my car around and went up to women. Most guys, they find they lack the balls to do stuff like that. But the more you do it, the easier it becomes. But when you do it on girls who return eye contact, they want to meet you. That's why they return eye contact. She held the look as I'm driving by slowly. She held the fucking look. So that's definitely a target right there. So when you guys are driving around town, you can force eye contact. Just don't get creepy about it. You know what I'm saying, fellas? And I had my sunglasses like this, so she can see my eyes. If they can't see your eyes, they can't make the connection, all right? So don't try to do it in sunglasses. Be cowards and hide behind sunglasses. There was this thing going around in the nightclubs back in the late 90s, early 2000s, where dummies, stupid fucks, were wearing sunglasses to the nightclubs, trying to be cool. If you're one of them dumb fucks like that, don't do that. That's the stupidest bullshit. It came out of Hollywood. Somebody saw a guy in a movie do it. The song "I Wear My Sunglasses at Night" came back out on the market. I don't know but it was stupid. Okay? Make eye contact. You need to remove the obstruction so she can feel your energy. No feely, no pussy. Get it? So don't hide like cowards and rats in the dark. Take the sunglasses off, and make the eye contact. But getting pussy is easy. It starts with the eye contact. It all starts with eye contact. Period. Okay? She'll let you know whether she's interested. And from what the girl saw of me, my truck, and my face, she liked what she saw. So she returned it. Now, there are girls who just love the attention, and I've learned to be able to tell the difference between real eye contact and fake eye contact, just want the attention. Some girls I can throw it out just to get attention. She was talking to another dude also. So she obviously was not interested in the dude that was trying to pick her up, I guess. Trying to get some game going. But it's that simple, fellas. Eye contact. The game starts with eye contact, period. And the pickup artists are now starting to realize, or actually, they probably knew that truth, but it's such a strong truth that they can't escape it. So now they're starting to teach I think they call it IOI, signs of interest, but now they're teaching actual eye contact now, that I've been teaching since early 2000s. So it is what it is, fellas. That's the way the game is played. A couple of weeks ago, or about a month ago, there was a guy on my channel that was trying to get me to accept. He was a weird motherfucker. Obviously, he was an ugly guy, because he wanted to say that only people who get women in the game are good-looking people. And I see ugly motherfuckers with women all day long. They don't have super smoking hot chicks. I sat in Target night before last. I sat there and I just watched people. And I saw, unattractive Asian people come through with girlfriends. The girlfriends weren't smoking hot, they were unattractive Asian girls. On the scale of what we consider good looking. Okay, I saw unattractive white guys with unattractive women. I saw unattractive guys with attractive women, not smoking hot, but attractive women. I saw good looking women come through. I saw ugly women come through. I sat there and I just watched. I sat there for over an hour, in fact, watching. Okay? This fellow wanted me to, I guess, some of these people who are unattractive, they're a little bit mental in the head. They've been so pissed off about life, and I'm sure he was at one of those TFLers, because it was after that the TFLers started showing up. I think he was that guy that goes around in the dark, filming himself, and he's black, and he goes around and films himself in the darkness. So obviously something's not right there in his head to even do that to begin with. Any idiot knows if you're dark-skinned, you got to put some light on you so people can see you. Don't walk through a unlit neighborhood whining about women. I saw his videos. I think that's who it was, because he wanted me to believe. He kept coming at me. He really wanted me to believe that unattractive people have no chance. Okay? And the only people who get laid are men with money, men who are drop-dead gorgeous. Can you guys believe that? This guy really wanted me to believe that? Unfortunately, I know the truth. How did his ugly ass get born? Think about it. How did he get born? People who are drop-dead gorgeous are not the only ones who are fucking. Average looking people are fucking too. So, I guess maybe he's focused only on the hottest chicks in the world. He's only focused on getting Beyonce. Because Beyonce doesn't like his ass, he's given up on everything. As I tell the TFLers, go get a 500-pound woman. If you really want someone to love you for you, show that you were true to your words. And I say that to every TFL person out there. TFL stands for True Forced Loneliness. These are unattractive people and mental people. The two go hand in hand. If you start watching any of their videos, just go to YouTube, search for True Forced Loneliness, and you can watch 5 minutes of their videos, any of them, and you'll see that they're actually mental. They don't see it, because they're so busy stuck in the center of the forest, they can't see the forest because all the trees are in their way, okay? They don't see that they're actually crazy. They're actually a little bit insane, okay? The higher up in that hierarchy you go, the more insane they are, truly. I dare any of you guys to go there and listen to their videos. I've done that now. And the higher up you go, the more insane they are. The top leaders of the group, they're carving women's vaginas out, all that kind of craziness. No. And the fellow tries to use that. I was used as an example. How would they like it? To even think of it shows that you're crazy. I've never thought about carving a woman's vagina out. As mad as I can get at women sometimes. No, I never thought about carving their vaginas out. God, I would never go to that level. I don't have the mental ability to think on that kind of crazy level. Jesus. So anyway, this fellow wanted me to believe. He really wanted me. That's what surprising. That's how crazy they are. He wanted me to believe. I know the truth of the game. I know unattractive guys can get women. You got to make yourself better. Obviously, this guy's too lazy, doesn't want to work on himself, that type. They don't want to do the work. And they also, one of them has the nerve to be on my channel now, and he said, I only want the hottest, I think he said Latin or Asian women or something like that. He doesn't want any white women, and he's obviously, you know, angry little man. And these people, they spend all their time, so much time focusing on their looks and what they don't have, comparing themselves to good-looking guys. This one guy tried to send me all these videos and photos and stuff like that. I didn't even waste one moment looking at them because I already know the truth. But what was amazing was, like those guys who got caught in the those sting operations, you know, they're a little bit crazy also, and they all say the same thing. This guy's saying the same thing the rest of the TFL movement people say. So, but to try to convince me, I went from being unattractive to making myself better looking in the game. So he's talking to the wrong person. You know, I want to tell the motherfucker, go preach that to some ugly motherfucker out there who's down on himself. You're talking to someone who has good self-esteem now. I will never believe some shit like that. Because I know that unattractive people do and can get laid. And it may not be the smoking hot chick, but they do attract women to them. I sat there in Target and watched it all for over an hour, goddammit. Unattractive people with, you wouldn't call them smoking hot, but they had women. And I'm thinking to myself, I should have videotaped it. But I don't think people would like to be on video, but I should have videotaped it. But you guys do it yourself. Go sit at Target. Or even Walmart. That's a step down. Because that's where the really ugly people go. And see all the ugly people with wives and girlfriends. I challenge you guys to go out there and try that for just an hour. Sit there in there. I don't know if they got a restaurant in there. I was in the Target with their restaurant area, sipping an orange soda and just watching. So I challenge all of you guys who feel that you're unattractive, go there and see. Now, if you're one of those people that say, I only want the hottest chicks, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. I don't even want you on my channel. Get the fuck off my channel. Okay? I don't want people with unrealistic shit coming in. Sorry, but the game does, I already know the game does have a caste system to it. Smoking hot people have it easier. People with power, fame, and money, they got it easier. So the fuck what? So what? That's what I say to it. And to you guys who believe like that, fuck you. Don't you poison my channel. You spit your poison out here, I will ban you and kick your ass out of here. Okay? Just because these other guys are going to believe your junk and your bullshit doesn't mean you're going to get to poison the well here. My guys are working on themselves. They're trying to make their lives work. Whereas guys like you have given up with your false expectations. Okay, so what? You're ugly. Get an ugly chick. And call it a fucking day. Let her suck your dick. Make your ham sandwich. Call it a motherfucking day. Alright?